Hey, good morning, good day, fellow babies. Welcome back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. We are hopeful that you are watching as a Patreon patron. If you are, thank you so much. You're getting it real time. We also are hopeful that you have figured out how to link your Twitch Prime account to your Amazon account. If you can do that, we're getting paid there as well. So you're getting it real time. And if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, that'll work for us as well. If you can't do any of those things, if you don't have the money, I totally get it. Then you're watching a week late. But again, we appreciate your patronage. At a minimum, please follow me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. Okay, our question today from SIFTD from Raphael Michael. A popular developer recently said that streamers should pay developers a percentage of their revenues when streaming their games. There are arguments for both sides, but what do you think? Does it make sense in certain cases, or is the genie already out of the bottle? I actually think that is one of the dopiest ideas I've ever heard. So I don't think that streamers are net beneficiaries of streaming games. I think that they are net advertisers that benefit the developer. So my view is that, I get there's an exception in copyright rules for news broadcasts, obviously for the news for television broadcasts of if you watch the 6 o'clock news or the 11 o'clock news, they can show a replay from Monday Night Football and show you the play that won the game, and they're allowed to. It's fair use; they're allowed to. But the point is that if you don't know that the Monday Night Football game's on and you're not aware of who's playing, you're less likely to watch it. If you watch it, everybody makes more money. The players get paid more. The advertisers are happy. So the trick is you really want to promote the product. And so, I think that streamers are to games what Access Hollywood is to movies, just talking about the films and having the stars on and asking them how challenging it was, to play a bad guy or a witch or a good guy or, whatever. That promotes the film. And so I think streamers promote the content. And if I see a streamer playing a game and it helps me understand the game enough that I decide now I'm ready, I'll go buy it, that's great for the developer. So it's extraordinarily short-sighted to say, if you play my game, I need a percentage. Because if the streamer says, screw it then, I'll only play the games that don't make me pay, which is what they're likely to do, then that developer's not going to have anybody promoting his game. And I'm reminded of the example of Netflix, who very definitely pays for everything it shows, but Discovery on Netflix. The first season of Breaking Bad, the last episode, according to Nielsen, had 1.8 million viewers in 3 days. So that's how many people saw season 1 of Breaking Bad on television. The last season of Breaking Bad had 9.3 million viewers for the last episode on TV, on regular broadcast TV. Where did those 8.5 million people come from? Or 8.5, yeah. 7.5. I'm sorry, I said 10.3. I bet it was 10.3. Where did those 8.5 million people in the audience come from where it grew from 1.8 to 10.3? Where did they come from? They didn't see season 1 on TV because they didn't watch it. They watched it on Netflix. So putting the content on Netflix built an audience for Breaking Bad, and the audience grew every year. I know from personal experience, I started watching Breaking Bad in season 3. Season 1, nobody mentioned it to me, or if they did, it was already over. Season 2, I started hearing about it, and it's really great, you got to watch it. And season 3, I heard enough about it that I said, I want to watch it, and I couldn't find season 1 on regular TV. So I went to Netflix and caught up. And my wife and I are watching a show called Yellowstone right now. I'm not sold on it. It's okay. But same thing. I actually have the network on my cable system that shows it, Paramount Network, and yet I couldn't watch seasons 1 and 2. They wanted $2.99 episode, and I don't know if I want to watch the show, so I didn't pay for it. But I have Peacock. There it was, and I'm catching up. And so it's important for content owners to have their content available for people to figure out if they want it and they want to make the investment or not. And streamers give most consumers an opportunity to see how the game works, have an enthusiast who can promote the game and tell them why it's a good experience or not. And if it's a good game, then they're going to sell more copies. So I think this popular developer is extraordinarily short-sighted by saying that he should get paid by streamers. To me, streamers are free advertising. I think that the cost of a streamer playing your game, what's the royalty? What's he going to pay you? $50? Why? And let him promote and convert 500 purchases of your game and make 10,000. That's how these guys should be thinking about it. So I think it's really short-sighted, and I think they're fools. And so the genie already out of the bottle. The only company I've heard that's really hardcore about their content being streamed is Nintendo, and even they appear to be lightening up, and they're really being a lot more relaxed. I mean, they certainly don't want somebody, mocking them or copying their trademarks and putting them in different contexts. But a streamer showing how, hey, here's Animal Crossing, and here's how to build your island, and here's what to do, that's valuable. The consumers like that. And, before I invest in a game, I actually like to know what's the point and how hard is it and how long does it take to figure it out. And so you all know there are things about games that you like and things you don't like. And if you see aspects of the game that aren't interesting, you'll change the channel. If there are aspects that are really interesting, you'll keep watching. So I think it's short-sighted, and I think that everything should be free for streamers, and they should in fact be given free copies of the game and encouraged to stream. So again, look at streamers that are sponsored. The headset guys sponsor streamers to use their headsets. The keyboard guys, the monitor guys, they want their stuff to show up because they know that those people are popular. The software guys should figure that out too. Thank you for joining us on Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. And if you're a Patreon patron, we really appreciate it. Our Twitch Prime customers who have linked their Twitch Prime account to their Amazon Prime account, thank you, we're getting paid. Our YouTube subscribers, thank you, we're getting paid. Everybody else, thanks for indulging us.